Finally, welcome back to Chip and Dip, your favorite channel on the internet. That one was difficult. Last week, I can't believe it, but I missed an upload. For real this time, actually. I mean, trust me, I didn't want to do it, but I mean, I did it, and... Three weeks ago, I posted an early video about The Lion King and whether I thought it was going to be good or not. And now I'm going to post a late video on whether I think The Lion King is good or not. Now, I've seen it twice. I saw it opening day with my friend Isaac, and I also saw it, like a week ago on Saturday. I also saw the original one the day before I saw the new one 3 weeks ago. So they're all pretty fresh in my mind, at least they were. And you know, I gotta say, the old one is way better. I mean, the new one's not bad, but it's not like good. See, in the last video, you can watch it like right up here, I talked about how the new one has to be at least average, you know, and how the worst thing a movie can be is boring and just average, you know. And I gotta say that, you know, it had to reach that bar of okay, and it barely went past it. Like, it was really good, but barely. Like, I wanted it to be at least better than pretty good. It barely met the bar of not being a mediocre movie. Now, the first time I watched it, there was a sound issue where it just didn't sound very majestic. I don't know, everything was really quiet for some reason. I think it was a file issue. It was just a theater problem, though. Because the next time I saw it in a megaplex, and the sound was like way louder, and it was like, it actually sounded like it was supposed to sound like. But in the megaplex one, it seemed like they were having a projector issue. So there were these like weird green, like almost RGB kind of shadows. It was really weird, but it wasn't too distracting, and I don't think it would even went through the whole movie. But you know, in one, the visuals weren't as good, and in the other, the sound wasn't as good, so. Putting together, you've got a decent movie. I think the biggest problem this film had from like just the beginning is the fact that it's so realistic. Like, it's not inherently bad, but the old one, if you go and rewatch it, it's incredibly cartoony. People are making faces, you know, things, there's that in I Can't Wait to Be King, there's a big, wild, you know, crazy color sequence, and, you know, it's like, that, the first movie is very cartoony. It's a cartoon. But this new one, like, their faces can't even really make expressions very well. It's, not only is it kind of harder to sympathize, because, like, all you get is the emotion from their voice, it's also, it's just not quite as impactful, or, you know, it just doesn't have the same effect. And I think really that is the most, that's the pitfall of this movie, is this, you're basically watching a National Geographic with the sounds of Lion King going in the background. Also, I don't know if this is just because I had to get my brain used to it, but in the beginning, I didn't really see the actors, like, the voice didn't seem to match up with the character. Not that, like, it didn't look like it, like, their mouths were synced as well as they could, you know. But while I was watching the movie, I could, like, while I was hearing them speak, I could almost see the actor in the recording closet. Like, it didn't sound like that voice was coming from the savannah or, you know, a big clearing of trees. Like, it didn't seem like that voice was coming from there, even if the voice fit the character, if that makes any sense. I think, did it meet my expectations? Yeah, it was about as good as I was expecting it to be. You know, again, it just barely surpassed that. It wasn't bad, you know. So anyways, that's my take on The Lion King. Let me know in the comments what you think. If you want me to do more movie review stuff, I mean, it's what everybody does, and it's kind of boring, but I mean, I will if you want me to. I'm having trouble coming up with ideas. That's another reason why I'm having 2 videos today. Heck, I don't even have an idea for the second one yet, and I'm filming on Wednesday at 3:42. Click the cards to see other videos, and yeah, just have a good day, I guess. Go watch my other video I make today, whatever it's about. Everybody look left, everybody look right, la 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 la, la la spotlight.